Hello everybody, I would like to show you the Eureka booth at the Intergastra expo in Stuttgart, Germany today. They have been very busy at the company Eureka. So we're going to take a look here and I'm going to try to remember everything that they told me about these new models, and also I do plan to also release a video where they told me themselves. So right here, the first thing we're taking a look at is their Oro line. So if you know Eureka, they got several different lines. This is the Oro, and that is their more premium line. Hello, Big Daddy. So this is the Dolce Vita. The Dolce Vita is a little bit fancier because it looks like the Specialita, right? But look, it's got a metal lid on top. It has got a metal base as well. So I mean, it looks kind of fancy that way. It's also got a padded fork here, so that's nice. And what else it has that differs from the Specialita is that it's got the diamond burrs inside. So the diamond burrs, they look like this here, and they got that diamond coating. They should last longer and stay sharper longer. So that's what the Dolce Vita has got going on. Whoops, I'm using a gimbal, excuse me. And it still comes with this older knob. The knob, however, by the way, is gold. So you notice that's for Oro. Oro in Italian means gold. Now you got this Stark here next, and you'll notice that the Stark is actually a bit taller than the Dolce Vita. So the Stark has got similar features. It's got the diamond burrs inside. It's got the metal top. It has got the metal foot here, but it's got bigger burrs. It's got 65 millimeters in here and 55 in here. Then the next thing that we got going on here is a Single Dose Pro. Hello to Sheffield. The Single Dose Pro has got this new nice knob on here. So the knob is just awesome because now you've actually got a really good indicator of where you're at. And it will also tell you the macro adjustment. You can see up there on the top there's a 2. And on the bottom where the pointer is, there you can see 6, for example. So that is excellent. And the Single Dose Pro, of course, is tilted, as you see there. Ooh, that is tilted forwards, and it's got the baffles on top. And so, yeah, that's why it's a Single Dose Pro, and that's from their Oro line. What else is nice is that they have got this cup holder here, so that you don't get any grounds anywhere. So that is really kind of a delightful thing. I want the knob too. And it's got this nice wooden base as well. Alrighty. So let's take a look over here. Now this is something new to me. This right here is a Specialita. As you can see here, it's fine. And the Specialita has got wooden accents on here. So this is actually a nice oak top that you see there, and it's got an oak side as well. So that's, you can also switch that out, they showed me. So that's a magnet on there, and therefore you can put on the kind of siding that you want. You can also match it to this espresso machine. Look at that, an espresso machine from Eureka. You may have heard from the last expo, but yeah, Eureka is now also making an espresso machine, and that is delightful. This heat exchanger, E61 brew group, and they got 4 different models. They got one with the PID, one without the PID, and then they got it with the vibratory pump or without the vibratory pump, and instead they got the rotational pump. And there's a display. Oops, there's a display on this particular one. This one I find actually very difficult for me to steam with because it is so powerful, and I'm not used to so much power. So when you see the video I release later, you're going to see me kind of struggle, but that's user error. So then they got, okay, this is a Single Dose Pro again over here. Now let's move on to the other part of their line. This is their 1920 line. And, 1920 is when the company started. So that's why this is called the 1920. This is their more, I guess, standard line. So here they got the turbo. I believe it's got larger burrs inside. Here's the Specialita, and something new there is look at how big that beans container is. So they got a nice big beans container on that one. Now this right here, this is fancy. Take a look at what we got going on here. This is the new Specialita Up. Sure thing. The new Specialita Up, it's got a really cool screen on there, and you can set it up for dose 1 or dose 2. You can also, oops, that is really quiet. You can also set it up for just an extra dose, 0.3 seconds. So anyway, there's all kinds of stuff that you can set up on here. Well, it's got a counter on there, and it has got, I guess the coolest thing about it is this knob on top has got an encoder on it. So when you adjust the knob, let's see, if we go to, how do I get to that? They showed me before and now I don't know where it is. When you adjust the knob, it's going to adjust the grind for you. And, oh crap, I can't find it. I'm going to have to come back to that. Anyhow, it shows you on a dial where you are. So that is a really cool thing, but I do not know. Tiled Sailor? No, that's not it. Password, extra shot. Just bear with me for a second. Version. I'm going to have to come back to that one. But anyhow, that is very neat. Then they got this Zero All-Purpose 65. It's got that nice adjustment knob on there again. Here we got the Libra. You guys have seen that on my channel before. The Libra is awesome for doing your weight grinding for you. I really like using that one. And then they got a 65 all-purpose. And I think that the all-purpose probably stands for the burrs they're putting in there. They make burrs designed for espresso, they make them designed for brew, and they got something in between as well. And you can see that this one has got that nice new adjustment knob on there as well. So another thing that they got going on, if you take a look up there, they've opened a new line. It's called their accessory collection. So in their accessory collection, they have got cool stuff like, for example, the baffles here for a single dosing hopper. But they also have, look at this, they got a distributor, and that is heavy, and it's got what seems to be a really nice looking, I think it's actual wood. I'm guessing it's oak. Yeah, so this feels really nice in the hand. This tamping station is really pretty sweet, and it's got the rubber inside. It's got the oak wood, and they've got a tamper as well. So they're starting to get into accessories, and I think that's a good idea. You can get everything from the same house, and they can get a little bit of that market share too, hopefully. Because I really do like the brand. You know, Eureka is based in Florence. You know, a nice Italian company. They make stuff in Italy, and I really like that. I like to support that. They got a scale also. The Precision. Actually, the grinders are not that expensive, in my opinion. At least in Europe, they're not bad. Here's a tamper. Can the new knob be used with the older machines? So I asked them that, and they told me that they will be available soon to put this new knob on the older machines, but I do not know how it's going to be mounted, because this has got a screw on it, and I don't know how it's going to work with the plates that don't have a screw hole, but that remains to be seen. They are planning on launching that. But anyway, like a Specialita you can get in Europe for, I don't know, 400 euros or 350. So in my opinion, it's well worth it. In the States, I know it's more expensive. So we got all of that. And what else is new to me is, look, they've got this puck press here. So that is an automatic tamper from Eureka. You can set the firmness here. It's set to 20 right now. And then they got these big fancy grinders here. This knob, by the way, is full metal. Feels really nice in the hand. So yeah, this Maxi is, I don't know that much about this one, to be honest, but that looks like a pretty big grinder. Maybe that's for gastronomy. And then same thing for this SG85. It's got a delightful knob on there too, a nice big one. It's like riffled on the edges, so you really have an excellent grip. This it's like just a big box. It doesn't even really look like a grinder. But this is for gastronomy. And so that grinds really fast, and they're all calibrated electronically so that every one that they make, they know where their machine is calibrated at. So let's take a look. What do we got over here? Here, we've got the W75. So this is the Atom Range W is for weighing. It's got a scale integrated in there. And so that is really nice, 75 millimeter bursts. And when it's read right there, it's telling you that it's in the weighing function. You can also set it up to just time it. And here you got a 65 millimeter version as well. Can you show me, by the way, over here, how to get the, if I turn this, how do I get it? Can you show me where that circle is? Ah, there it is. You just have to keep turning it, right?
What?
You just have to keep turning it. Keep turning it. I didn't turn it enough.
If you turn a little bit.
Okay, it doesn't display it. Okay, so that is really cool. Oh.
By touching this part.
Oh, fancy.
And you can see.
And it shows you about which range you're in. That is really nice. Can you say, I'm live right now, can you say like how much this might cost in the future when it's available?
No,
not yet. Okay,
not
but
yet.
it's going to be pretty sweet. Thank you for showing me that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Uh-oh, my gimbal's going nuts. All right, and then we got, let's see. This is the older model. I think I'm going to close out by just taking a... No, that's it. Yeah, that's just about it. We already looked at the coffee machine here, and I am going to include some footage with a later video talking about the coffee machine. So yeah, showing how it's been used. Anyway, thanks a lot for being with me. I'm going to just make this kind of a shorter video. I do appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now. Oh, there we go.